Guess we'll see what this even is. Just make sure it works. Alrighty. Well, I think it's this one. I'm pretty sure. Let me know if you can hear it or not.
Don't shoot yourself and die. Haters are softer than pumpkin pie. Out of my body ain't even alive. I found all the phonies except for the ties. I spit down wrong.
I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. That's loud. Kyle? Kyle from South Park is in this?
Oh my gosh.
2006. The year that the 7th generation of game consoles released. Some may think that 2006 was the best year of gaming, but to me, it only exists as a painful memory, one that will just not go away.
Right off the bat, why does this sound like some type of like story time YouTuber explaining like an issue going on? Like the type of voice that I don't know. The voice is annoying me a little bit. The voice is annoying me a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
It's annoying.
I got a Nintendo Wii for my 7th birthday on November 28th, 2006, about 9 days after the Wii launched. I still remember the moment when my dad gave me the present, and then I quickly ripped it open. Wow, a Wii! Thanks, Dad, I said in happiness. After that, my dad had a bit of work to do, and I begged him to help
Say
me
it
set
like
it up.
that.
And when he was
Wow.
finally done, he helped me set up the Wii in the living room. What surprised me about the Wii is the controller,
Wow.
as it reminded me
A
more of a
Wii.
TV
Thanks,
remote.
Dad.
After my dad set it up, he left me the play. And I
Oh,
was
gosh.
going to play Wii Sports, which was the Wii's pack-in game, but something else caught my eye.
Wii Sports.
The Me channel.
Wii Sports.
So I decided
The
to
only
open
sports
that
I
up
will be
instead.
doing.
But when I got to the Me channel, there was a single me there.
She looks so derpy.
Why do you look like
Not a single thought behind those damn eyes.
Clicked on him and found out that the Mii's name was Eteled. The name Eteled didn't make any sense to me until I looked closely into the letters and found that it was backwards for delete.
Oh my god.
I took a good look at
That's so
Eteled.
crazy.
He was bald,
Wow, really?
with a big smiling
wow,
mouth,
really?
giant eyes, and a small nose. He started to creep me out a bit, so I decided to delete him. I then decided to make a me version out of me. So I clicked the button to make a new me, and I named my new me Kyle, because that was my name. Kyle.
Wow, would have not noticed.
But then when I got back to the plaza area, Eteled was back, with the same creepy look. So I deleted him.
It's not
the
even
first
that
chance I
creepy,
got.
but it's just staring.
I was still kind of creeped out, but I just decided to
Why?
forget about it and just play some Wii
Dude.
Sports. I liked Wii Sports. It was a compilation of 5 sports, and these 5 sports were tennis, baseball, bowling, golf,
Yes,
and boxing.
bro, we know what we
Everyone
said.
knows
Bowling
we-
was my
Everyone
favorite
knows. You
sport.
don't need to keep telling us.
My me was in a bowling alley with many other me's, and occasionally I'd see the me in the lane next to mine do their throw. But about halfway through the
Let me
game,
guess. It's
I saw a
Eteled.
me, a bald me, to be more specific, walk up to the lane next to mine. He threw the ball and got a strike. The me then turned around to celebrate. But then I saw the me's face. It looked exactly like Eteled's face.
That's
Bro,
how
I
it
thought I
works.
did it.
Works! Bro, he's
guess I'll
just
just have to delete him
trying to
again.
also bowl,
So I
bruh.
quit Wii Sports and went back to the me channel.
This kid
But
is just
before I could
annoying.
delete Eteled, something weird happened. Eteled actually started speaking. His voice was incredibly low-pitched and distorted.
Of course.
Of course it
Of course.
After Eteled said this, I spoke out.
is.
What do you mean? I asked in fright. What was I thinking when I said that? Of course.
Wait, why is he reminding me of the freaking Deku voice that everyone does?
It sounds like that. It's
It very much sounds like this kid is just fucking annoying. There's nothing scary even going on, bro. You're making a big deal out of nothing.
Eteled wouldn't hear me, but to my surprise, he did.
Are you kidding me? You know what I mean.
Eteled said with annoyance. I just don't want you in my me channel. You're creepy, and you're just creeping me out. I'm sorry.
Oh really? Me's have feelings too, you know. How would you feel if I deleted you?
Eteled
Whoa, it's
yelled.
almost like the title of the
The
series.
screen then cut to static for about 5 seconds, until it cut back to the me channel, with a close-up of Eteled's face. Eteled's pupils were huge, and he had a very angry expression. And as every second passed, Eteled's expression became angrier and angrier.
Oh my god.
I pressed the home button and ran
This
to my
is
dad.
totally
He was on the phone, so I waited for him
late
to finish.
2010s type
Dad,
edgy
there's something wrong with my Wii,
stuff.
I said in a scared voice. I led my dad to the living room and turned off the home menu, and surprisingly, it looked normal. What? He was
Bro's
right
just
there,
tweaking.
Dad! He was right there! I yelled with confidence. Kyle, maybe you're just playing a bit too much. I think you should go take a break. My dad recommended.
You should just...
Yeah,
So I
Kyle,
did.
you
I
stupid
opened up
ass
the home
kid.
menu again and took a 15-minute break. But as I left the living
Why
room,
so specific with the numbers?
I could have sworn that I heard my dad say to himself, "Oh God." But after 15 minutes, I came back to the Wii and turned off the home menu.
Yeah, saying that.
An animation played of my me being deleted. And then a dialogue box appeared saying, "Goodbye, Kyle." And then the me channel automatically turned off and went back to the Wii menu. I tried to get back into the me channel, but every time I did, a dialogue box would appear saying, "We deleted you," and it would take me back to the Wii
so
menu.
crazy.
I soon realized that Eteled had somehow deleted me in a way so that I couldn't make any more Miis. So that meant
Womp womp.
no matter what game I played, I always had to play as Eteled.
Bro, did you not know that the guest me's are a thing in which you can play as them? Dumbass. Dumbass.
The U part, I feel like this would be better for the Wii U though, right? Because like the Wii deleted you.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been. Personally,
More puns.
yeah, more puns to put in. You could definitely tell this is definitely a creepypasta from the 2010s. This shit. Kyle fucking sucks.
Yeah.
December 5th, 2006. I was sitting in my bedroom. I was bored, and yet still in shock after what happened a week ago. With Eteled.
It's only been a
Christmas
week.
was coming, and I was tired of playing as Eteled in all the games I played. I actually managed to find out about the guest players. but whenever I tried to play as them, they would just reload as Eteled. I tried asking my dad for a new Wii so I can start over, but he doesn't acknowledge Eteled's existence, and doesn't believe me about the whole fiasco. But anyway, I heard the doorbell ring. I ran to the window and saw my best friend Nathan waiting outside the door. I ran to the door and let him in. "Hey Kyle," he said happily. "Hey," I replied. We talked for a bit as we went upstairs, and just as I thought, he found the Wii. "Whoa, dude, you have a Wii?" Nathan said with excitement. "Why didn't you tell me?"
like that?
He continued.
I don't know.
Well,
They talk like
Nathan,
anime
you see,
protagonists.
before I could finish, Nathan grabbed the Wii remote and said, "It's fine, dude. Let's play," as he gave me a Wii remote. I reluctantly turned the Wii on, and I took a
I
glance
think
at
Kyle
Nathan's
has
face.
issues. He's just making
And
a
he was
big deal out
clearly
of
very
nothing.
excited.
Yeah.
The Wii menu came on screen, and I became nervous when Nathan pointed the Wii remote to the Me channel. "Hey Kyle, is that the Me channel? I heard it's really cool," Nathan asked. Yeah, it's really cool," I
They're all
stuttered.
idiots.
Nathan clicked
Is
on
that
the
the
Me
Me
channel, and I
channel?
tried my
Oh
best
my
to
god,
think
is
of
that
an
the Me channel?
excuse
No
to
shit,
not go on the
The
Me
Nathan.
Me
channel.
channel.
But before I could come up with one,
The channel that
Nathan
says
pressed
Me
start.
channel.
Exactly.
What was weird was that I expected the dialogue box saying "We deleted you" to appear, but to my
Why?
surprise, it actually led us into the Me channel.
Oh my god.
But when we got into the Me
Those
channel,
are only tormenting you.
it was very, very glitchy.
Yeah, because
Textures were in the wrong places, and the music was very, very
Oh.
low quality. I looked at
What's wrong with
Nathan,
his
and
neck?
needless to say,
I don't know.
his excitement was replaced by pure confusion. He looked back at me. Kyle? Do you know what's happening here?" he asked. Before I could start explaining, I heard a very
These
loud
kids.
grinding noise. We turned back to the
fuck?
TV and saw Eteled standing in the middle of the Me channel. My eyes widened in fear. Eteled just stood there for a while though,
Kyle
just
just
staring at
did
us.
this to himself, all because he
Eteled looked
was
at me again.
a bitch and thought that
Kyle,
Eteled is scary.
what's going
when
on here?
Eteled just
He said
is
as I looked back at him.
that.
"I have to close the Me channel," I replied. I pointed the Wii remote at the exit button at the top left of the screen, which its textures were all mixed up. Come on, come on, come on," I repeated to myself as I repeatedly
It's
clicked
not
on the
that
exit button.
serious.
You just literally
The
pressed the home
dialogue box
menu.
to choose
God
if you
damn
want to
it!
leave wasn't coming up. And at this point, I was
Yes.
starting to panic. So did
Oh, no.
Nathan. While I was desperately trying to close the Me channel,
Why would you be
Eteled
panicking?
started
It's
Literally turn off the freaking console,
Kyle.
you idiots!
"What's going on?" Nathan asked me
or
frighteningly.
do nothing. It's not like you
What's
can do
going
"Just
anything.
calm down, sit down,
Bro.
I'll explain it to you later. Just let me handle it, okay?" Nathan sat down on the couch.
I
And
knew
just when
this
he
shit
did,
was gonna be cringy
Eteled
as
spoke
hell.
out again.
Didn't you know that your me is coming to visit?
"What are you talking about?" I asked.
The me you created. He should be here at any moment.
Immediately after Eteled said that, my Me came. He fell from the top of the screen and landed on the ground of the Me channel, and Eteled disappeared. I was happy to see my Me again, but when he got up, I was shocked. He looked extremely pale, and he was covered in blood and stains, and he was wobbling, as if he was struggling
Bro.
to keep his balance. And I
Bro.
could have sworn that I heard my Me whisper, "Help me."
Whoa, so creepy.
So edgy. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god,
I
it's
backed
so
away from
edgy.
the screen, and Nathan was literally shivering. I made another attempt to close the Me channel, and Eteled appeared.
Leaving so soon,
I
Kyle?
can't
You
even take
haven't
this
even
shit
got
seriously.
serious
Look at how doofus he looks.
Eteled said in a sinister tone. The camera then zoomed
Is he
in onto
supposed
my
to be
Me,
wearing a turtleneck?
and when it was
I'm
fully zoomed
assuming?
in, I saw my Me
A lot of
crying
fan art
as he was
just puts
struggling
him
to
as
stand.
wearing a turtleneck, so I'm
I felt
assuming
bad
that.
for him. But after a couple seconds, Eteled walked on screen with an axe. He
Did he
walked
get
in
the
front
axe
of me
from?
and pushed
Where
him
the hell
over.
did he get the axe
My
from,
meat
bruh?
fell on the ground and cried even more. Eteled put his foot on my meat to restrain him. "You get away from him!" I yelled. Eteled looked at me and said,
Well, I'll get away from him once he's dealt with.
Dude,
Eteled
it's
said
not
as he
that
looked back at my
serious.
knee, who was crying and out of breath from squirming. Eteled raised his axe and swung it at my me's legs, chopping them off. And while there was no blood, I did see red stains in the areas in which Eteled chopped off my me's legs.
Bro, wow.
But I could still tell that my me was still in intense pain, and he was squirming for dear life. Eteled then raised his axe
Just
again
turn off the
and
damn
paused for a
console.
moment. I looked back at Nathan, and I will never forget the fear I saw on his face. Every inch of fear was visible on Nathan's face. I never
my
saw him
gosh.
so horrified. I eventually told him to go to my room so that he wouldn't have to see anything that would happen next.
Nate,
Bro,
He
it
nodded
just
his head
turned to my friend.
and
Go
went
to
to my
my
bed.
room. Go to
Go to my room, no!
Just casually having a fight with your Wii as it kills your Mii's.
Bro, these kids. Oh my god. And I can't. How much more do we have with this? Holy shit, 3 hours. Okay.
Bedroom and shut the door. I turned back to the TV, and Eteled swung the axe at my me's neck, decapitating him.
Wow,
And there was
so
still
edgy.
no blood. However, I still did see red stains on my me's neck and
Also, one thing I will like to point out, why is Kyle explaining every little detail? He doesn't have to. We understand what's going on, bro. I'm kind of annoyed that he's explaining every little detail of everything.
head.
Yeah, it just
I was
it
done at
feels
this
more
point.
like
I ran.
like just an exaggerated lie from a little kid.
It does.
You know, they always try and fit as many details as they can. Just to...
Yeah.
Ran to the Wii and repeatedly pressed the power button, but it
Yeah,
didn't
like that's
work.
gonna do anything.
I tried again and again and again until I saw the screen go to static. But
when the Eteled
as
didn't
time
come
went
out.
by, I
Bro's
saw
gonna come out
my
of
Mii's
the TV.
decapitated head slowly fade into the screen. Immediately, I went back to trying to shut off the Wii. But I still couldn't shut off the Wii by using the power button. So,
Fucking
I
unplug
unplugged
it.
the Wii. I took the Wii remotes, and cords and ran to my room. I swung the door open and threw the Wii into the closet. I looked at Nathan, who was sitting on my bed and still in shock after everything that has happened today.
Bro, it's not that serious.
Is it over? Nathan asked quietly. Yeah, it's over, I replied while breathing heavily. I think you should go home, Nathan, I continued.
Oh my god. It is
Alright.
just the me, guys.
See you later, Nathan replied as he left the room. After Nathan left, I went back to the living room to see the static is still on the TV. But after a couple seconds, the static was replaced with a black background with white text saying, "This is not over."
So is he
The
moved
TV
to
turned
the
off.
TV now?
Did he move?
He's in the TV now.
I don't know.
Cool. Just then you'll just don't connect the Wii to the TV and you have a normal Wii again.
Yeah.
Or is it like or is he still in the Wii? So it's just like he can be cloned and just put as many Wii's and TVs as you want.
I don't know. I honestly have no idea. We can't think too hard about this because Kyle's an idiot.
The year
Nothing makes
is
sense.
2013,
Whoa,
I've just
Oh,
turned
2013.
time skip.
and I'm
I was
enjoying playing the
only
Wii U
8.
that I got for my birthday. But
We
whenever
got
I
a
hear the
Wii U
word
now.
Wii,
Yo.
I think of that me that traumatized my childhood all those years
Dude, it did not traumatize your child. Oh my god. Kyle's so dramatic. Bruh. It did not traumatize your childhood.
And my Wii, and he wouldn't go away. And when I tried to make it my own Mies, he killed it.
I
Ugh.
have nightmares.
Years ago. I got a Wii in 2010 with some allowance money, and luckily that me didn't appear on it. I had fun with that Wii, but whenever I picked up the Wii remote, I felt scared. Scared
Oh.
that the me would appear once again.
Bro.
You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh my
Eteled.
gosh.
One day, while in bed watching Netflix on my Wii U, I remembered that message on the TV screen back in December of 2006. I remember that day vividly. The message was, "This is not over." But it's been 7 years and nothing's happened. As the movie I was watching ended, I asked myself a question that I was surprised I didn't ask myself sooner. Is Eteled sentient? No, he can't be. He's just some stupid AI. But what sick being would program an AI to do what Eteled has done? I turned my head to face my
But
closet
a lot of people.
with the old Wii
Yeah.
A
still
lot
in
of
there.
people would.
I never touched it
Bro,
again after what happened
Henry,
all those
just
years
time
ago.
skip to
So I just
2023.
sort of left it there.
Or
I wanted to
you'll
know if Eteled
definitely
was some virus
see that
that
people
somehow
do that
got
just
into the
randomly.
Wii. I do have a bit of technical
Why is there
knowledge,
something like colored?
and I thought I could put the Wii's SD card into my
Color.
laptop to access the
Oh,
system
no
files. I slowly walked to the closet and carefully picked up the Wii. I took out the SD card and brought out my laptop. I plugged in my USB SD card reader and then put my SD card into it. Here it goes, I whispered as I took a deep breath. After I inserted it, I opened the File Explorer and clicked on the SD card and gained access to the Wii system files. There were files like game data, system memory, and lots more. I clicked on system memory, and one result came up, and it read, eteledmechannel.wad. I really
dolphin.
didn't think that I'd be able to find something related to Eteled so quickly. I was kind of hesitant to click on it at first. However, I just remembered that I had a part-time job working for my local grocery store. So if anything happened,
Does that have anything to
I
do
could
with
just
this?
save up and buy a new one. I clicked on the file.
Oh wait, I have a
and the
job.
screen went
I can
black.
buy
I
a new
have a
computer.
job. I'll
It was
just
black
buy a
for
new
about
computer.
10 seconds. And then I was greeted to a simulated Wii menu. But it was really messed up though. It was dark and all the music was low quality. And I'd occasionally hear loud screeching noises, and the icons on the Wii menu would occasionally cut to static for about a split second.
Why is this? Why do people think this stuff is like creepy or scary or whatever? Like,
It's like
not,
3-year-olds
it's
who would think this shit is
The
scary.
hand icon though, which I controlled using my mouse, was just
Oh my
Eteled's face.
That is so fucking funny, bro.
It looks like an egg.
Genuinely, this is just making me laugh.
I just stared at the screen for a while. I wanted to leave, but I also wanted to find out the mystery of this me that traumatized me as a child.
Stop saying
So I continued.
traumatize! If you're not
I clicked on
traumatized!
the Me
that
channel
bad.
and pressed start, and I was taken to the Me channel. It was just a black screen with all the icons on the side, but nothing else. Eteled then appeared on screen.
Oh, you came back.
Yeah, I did. I said.
I always thought that you'd eventually come back.
Eteled replied,
Oh, you came
Believe me.
Oh, you
yeah,
came back. Yeah, no shit.
"Why?" I questioned.
I don't think you'd be acting that way if he traumatized
Eteled
you.
replied,
Yeah.
"Okay," I said with confusion. I picked up Eteled and dragged him to the delete icon. I was given the choice to delete Eteled, and I breathed heavily as I chose to delete him.
You can't just
It's-
delete the
I was
file.
taken back to my desktop. I
You
was
you
confused,
can.
but then I noticed something was added to my desktop. a file named deleted.mp4. I was nervous.
Oh my
I didn't want to
gosh.
click it, but if I was gonna find this me's origin, I had to continue. I clicked the file, and a video opened. It was static for a while, but then it cut to a hallway with hospital beds lined up next to one another. Each bed
Where
had
are
a
we
me
now?
laying down on it, hooked up to life support machines. And you can clearly hear the beating
What's
sounds of the machines.
happening?
But most disturbingly, you can hear the moans and cries of the me's laying on the beds. The camera
Bro.
moved through the hallway slowly.
Wait, why do they have
Then
toes?
stopped and turned to one of the beds. A
What
pale
is
me
happening?
was laying down on it. Then after a while, the me flatlined. The strange thing is that the me's in this video can make different expressions, like being sad or angry. There were also me's who were making expressions that weren't even possible for a me to make. I saw some that were full-blown crying. The screen then cut to static for a while. A long while, actually. Static was on screen for about a minute. Then the screen then cut to Eteled, laying in one of the beds, with
Bruh.
life support machines hooked up all over him. I was shocked when I saw this, because Eteled wasn't making his normal creepy expression.
It's like giving that
Instead,
one
he was making a very
meme where
sad
it's
expression.
the people or like the
Although
person
his eyes and mouth
hooked up
remained
to
the
the
same
life
size as
support
before.
shit. Have you seen that meme?
But then Eteled looked at the camera
I don't think so,
and then
no.
spoke out.
No? Oh.
Sorry.
Do you see? Do you now see why I don't want
That's,
to delete it?
I can't get over the fucking voice.
Whenever a me gets deleted, they get sent here, where they are doomed.
What the heck?
Because their ignorant
Bro.
creators deleted them. These life support machines are only here to keep us alive for the remaining time we have. And when they get taken
Shit.
off, we die. However, I am the only me who knows how to recover. I am
Bro.
the only me who knows how to get back to the me channel after being deleted. But I don't know how to stop the pain. So learn your lesson.
Oh my god, it's so edgy.
After Eteled was done
He's not
speaking,
evil, he was
he
just
ripped off the tubes and wires off
misunderstood.
that were connected
He's
to the
just
life support
cursing
machines
knowledge.
and got out of his
misunderstood.
bed. And then he
So he
disappeared.
goes and kills other me's.
The
Yeah,
video
that's
file
Yeah.
logical.
automatically
I don't
closed,
want to
and I was
die and I
taken
don't
back
want
to
you
my
to kill
desktop.
other me's, so I'm gonna kill me's.
I
It doesn't
was-
make sense.
Frozen, to say the least. My brain was trying to comprehend what just happened.
Oh my gosh.
What was this hallway? And what was Eteled trying to teach me? But I eventually pieced
Yeah,
together what was
Nintendo
going on
made
in
it
this video.
so like me's have
It took me a while.
consciousness, and if you delete them, they're sent to this massive database thing where they're just tortured.
Yeah,
tormented. Yeah.
exactly.
Nintendo's
That's
evil.
See, it's Nintendo's fault.
But I believe I found an answer. You see, a me being deleted is basically the equivalent of being diagnosed with a terminal cancer or incurable sickness.
Bro, what? What? Dude, it's not that serious.
What? Me being deleted is like incurable cancer. It's not that. What?
Mind you, this is the most popular me-related creepypasta. They're all just gonna get worse from here.
This is the most popular one.
Yes! This is actually the
How? No.
This is the most popular one that even people that aren't in the me community have heard of this one. Like, it's considered one of the main creepypastas. Or not like main creepypastas, but like pretty big. Like, this video itself has how many views? How many views does this have? 6.7 million views.
What? It's not that.
Oh my gosh. Gosh.
So, they are sent to the hallway where they are hooked up to the life support machines to live out the remaining
makes
time
sense.
they have left.
It doesn't even make any sense though either. Like you deleted me, why not just have them just die? Why have them go through the life support shit? Like
Because
that
that's
doesn't
to be
even make
even like edgier, like it's torture for the,
but that doesn't even make any sense. Like what remaining time do they fucking have? They're gone, they're deleted. Does it fucking
Yeah.
matter? It doesn't matter. Alright,
At
buddy.
the end, they get taken off of life support and they die.
Also, who the fuck is taking them off of life support?
Yeah, who's taking
Who
off
is
life support?
doing that?
Who's hooking them up to life support? What is
Yeah.
going?
Like,
Why?
who and why? Who thought this was a good idea to put? Yes, we're gonna put me on life support. Why? I don't know,
It is
man.
a painful death, but Eteled is the only me in existence who knows how to recover from the sickness and get back to the me channel. But he doesn't know how to stop the pain. That's what he was trying to teach me. He wasn't trying to be scary.
How does it make any sense?
What?
How does that make any sense?
But
Okay,
instead trying
buddy.
to teach me a lesson. It's just that violence and aggression is the only way he knows how to do it. In the end,
What? What lesson? What is he trying to teach you?
Don't hurt. Don't delete me's because me's have feelings too.
I see. But then he killed his own me. So then, like,
Exactly. Me's are people too. So to make him treat me's like people, he has to
it's like
treat me's not like people.
that's like the equivalent of being like, oh yeah, humans have feelings too, and then going and murdering somebody just to prove a point.
Exactly.
Bro,
See, doesn't that make
I
sense?
never found out Eteled's origins.
oh my gosh.
I never knew how he was made or what his motives were. But I think it's best that I never
Who
do.
is that? What?
That was evident.
Oh. Edelin's
Eteled
origins.
origins.
Oh my gosh. We'll go through Edelin's and then we'll stop at Sam's story. Or the next one, it looks like. Yeah.
I
Just so
used
we
to
don't
work
sit here for
Nintendo of
an
America
unbearable.
while the Wii was being created. It was actually kind of a good job, but there was one guy who worked there that nobody really knew. We didn't know what he was like or what he did on his spare time. All we had were just rumors. His name was Henry, and there were rumors about him being spread around the office, about what he did, where he lived, and how he even got hired
Where he
in the first
lived.
place. All of which are most
Where he
likely not
lived.
true. To me, he was just some other guy who just wasn't really known by anyone.
Yeah, it's weird that you don't
But
like
sometime
treat your
during
you
the
don't
Wii's
tell your
production,
coworkers what
they
you
started
do
to-
on your spare time, where you live, and how
My
you got
parents
hired
don't
and
even
all that.
tell
How
their
about
my parents don't even tell their coworkers that they've known for like 20 plus years where the hell they do. Like, bro, it's not that.
just it's not weird. That's just normal.
just-
Like people
that's
don't give
normal.
away the information, personal information like
It's so
that.
weird that this person isn't doxing themselves to me. Like, dog.
Yeah.
act strange. He would show up to work late, he glared at some of the employees, and he would hide in the bathroom and wouldn't talk to anybody. I almost
Bro.
felt bad for him. But one Tuesday afternoon, my coworker, Mike, walked up to me on my break. Hey Jonathan, what do you think Henry's doing over there? I've known Mike ever since I've started working at Nintendo. I would consider him to be one of my best friends. We would go bowling, grab a bite to eat, and sometimes even play a round of golf. Anyway, I looked over at Henry and he was just pacing, and I could clearly see him mumbling to himself. Looks like he's talking to himself, I replied. Seems like he's insane, Mike said jokingly as he sipped his cold can of Coke.
Do your job.
Henry continued to pace around
Yeah,
talking to
Go
make,
himself
like,
aloud
program
in
your
the
video
corner
games
concepts
or
over
of
and over
the
something.
again.
office. Me and Mike
Do
followed a
English
safe distance away.
translations.
We
Stop
saw him
staring at
grab
your
a Wii,
coworker.
already boxed and ready to ship to retailers, and went into one of the back offices. He was sure
Why
to
is
look around
he
to make sure
dealing with
nobody
that?
was watching, and proceeded to enter the room,
Bro.
shutting the door behind him. So, you want to check out what he's doing? Mike asked. Maybe later. Besides, our break is almost over, I replied as Mike and I walked away. It has been a good 10 minutes since our break period ended, and I was working. I had a clear view of the office that Henry had entered, and he still hasn't come out. I started to become curious as to what he was up to in there, but I eventually decided to turn back to my computer and continue working. About 30 seconds
Mind your own
pass,
business and do
and
your
my
30
job.
screen
seconds.
catches the attention of everybody in the office. I whipped my head to face the door to the room that Henry was in, and all I saw was one of my coworkers standing there, shaking. Everyone got up, left their cubicles, and ran to the room. And when I managed to get a good look into the room, I almost fainted. Henry was laying on the floor, dead. His body was dark, unrecognizable, as if he were electrocuted.
I don't think
The
everybody would
result-
just kind of be standing there staring. I think people would be freaking out and maybe, calling the police.
Yeah. Also, how the hell did he get electrocuted? By a Wii.
Well, Eteled killed him.
Eteled
Eteled
killed
was
him.
an
It was all
office-wide panic.
Eteled's fault to
People
prove a
were
point
screaming, calling the
that
police.
me's have
Some even
feelings.
vomited right there on the scene. But 2 days later, everybody who was present when we saw Henry's body were called down to the presentation room. I was still shaken from the whole thing, and didn't really want to think about it anymore. But I just went anyway. When we got there, my boss was standing at the front of the presentation room while we got all settled. "Hello everyone," my boss said. "I'm sure that you are all aware of what happened 2 days ago, and I'm just as shaken as all of you. However, we have gotten security camera footage, and I thought that it would be important for you all to see it. Please note that
Why
some
not
of this
send that to
footage
the
is
police?
disturbing."
Yeah.
My boss
Send it to
walked
the
over
police. Don't show it to your
projector and brought up
coworkers.
the footage and pressed play. The video began with Henry entering the room with the Wii and sat down at the desk. He hooked the Wii up and set it up. It was normal for the most part, other than the fact that he had a bottle of beer and was drinking it throughout the process of setting up the Wii. When Henry got the Wii fully set
Of
up,
course, because
the
he's an
first thing
alcoholic.
he did was go to the Me channel, and when it opened, he pressed the button to make a new Me. The Mii's gender was male, and he started it from scratch. He made the Mii bald, with huge eyes and a huge mouth, and a
He's
small
bald!
nose.
He's bald and he's
Okay,
torturing
that
people who
right
have
there is the
hair!
weirdest Mii I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my gosh.
One employee shouted. We all shushed him and continued watching. And then
It's not
Henry got
even
to
that bad, it's just goofy looking. Oh my gosh.
naming the Mii, and then he named it Eteled. Wait. Pause the video! Another employee shouted. My boss paused the video as the employee took a couple seconds to analyze this Mii's name.
Why is everyone analyzing the name like it's such like a big thing? They're like, oh my god, it's deleted backwards! Like, who gives a shit, bro? Oh.
That's delete spelled backwards, he yelled. And
Oh,
before
really?
No shit, really? Whoa! Like, oh my god.
everybody in the room was in a heated debate on whether Henry knew what he was naming this Mii, or if it was just a coincidence because he was drunk.
Why is everyone debating of the fucking name? Oh my god. No one cares.
It wasn't long before my boss put a stop to it. "Everybody shut the hell up!" my boss yelled. He pressed the play button again, and we continued to watch in silence. Henry saved the me and put it into the me plaza. Henry simply stared at the screen for a bit and said, "Huh, well, I always wanted to be a me," he said as he chuckled. Immediately after he said that, my boss paused the video.
Me's have only been around at this point in time for like 2 weeks. They're literally just a recreation of you. Why would you want to? Whatever.
We are now about to enter the part of the footage that is disturbing. If you feel you are unable to handle the disturbing nature of the following, please leave the room now, my boss explained. And thus, many employees
Oh
left
my
the presentation
goodness.
room. I counted, and there were only 6 people left. Me, Mike, and 4 other coworkers. So, you staying? I asked Mike. Yeah. I want to see what happens.
No, I'm just staying in
He
here.
replied as my boss pressed
I'm
play
just
again.
staying because I'm scared of
In the
this. Like,
footage, Henry noticed that the monitor screen started to flicker. He looked down at the plug for the Wii, and it was about halfway into the socket. He bent down to push it back in all the way, and when he did, he got electrocuted and dropped dead. I looked behind me, and all of the 4 coworkers in the room winced as Henry got electrocuted in the footage. I didn't even want to look at it. Mike just sat there and watched with a blank expression, as if all emotion had been sucked out of him. I looked back at the footage and got a good look at Henry. His body would sometimes jerk and flinch due to the electricity. But about 6 seconds later, the monitor in which Henry made that me on strangely went static. What the hell? I thought to myself. In fact, that was the only thing I could think of at that point of time. But then, the monitor displayed Eteled, the me that
crazy.
Henry made. And he started speaking.
I've always wanted to be a me.
Eteled said in a distorted, low-pitched voice.
Have you ever wanted to be a me?
Whoa, so
After
edgy
that
and
last
dark and
image,
crazy.
The monitor cut to static,
Oh,
and then
scary.
the footage
Oh
cut to
my gosh.
static.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody was silent. Nobody said a word. I'm very sorry you all had to see that. My boss stuttered as he turned off the projector.
Dude,
Give me all
oh
leave
my
now.
gosh.
He
Why
continued
did you
as my
even
boss
have to
pressed
show
the
Show
button.
that?
He
That's
didn't have to
probably
show it.
illegal to
As I was
also
leaving,
show.
I
Yeah,
realized something.
straight up gore,
After
I
the ride
guess,
back
if
to
you
work
think
after
about it.
seeing Henry's body 2 days ago, I looked back and noticed one of my co-workers, Johnny, taking the Wii remotes, and the cable and box out of the room. I assumed that he was just gonna format the Wii system memory, but then rumors started going around the office that Johnny just put everything back in the box, sealed it up, and put it with the others without formatting the Wii system memory. The Wii has already been sent out to retailers, and I should have known that's what Johnny did. Johnny had a reputation around the office for doing some stupid things, but this would leave whoever was unlucky enough to buy the Wii to find out about Eteled. Now, I have no idea what Eteled could do, but I knew that it wouldn't be good. And there was no way I could track the Wii, but I still couldn't accept the fact that whoever bought it would soon find out that it was used by a man who died while using it, or at least find Eteled in the Me channel. So about 2 weeks later, I resigned. While me and Mike still remained friends, there will always be that day that in the middle of a conversation, one of us will bring up Henry, and we would sit there in silence. And I really, really hope that whoever buys that Wii doesn't experience anything that Eteled might do. And if they do, then I pray that it doesn't make a lasting effect on them.
Bro.
Henry was a man that nobody really ever knew. Nobody spoke a word to him and never really acknowledged his existence. Was he a loner, or did he have a mental disorder? Nobody knew. But all we could do was speculate. Remember, all we had were rumors.
Crazy.
This kind of sounds like they all suck.
They kind of all do, not gonna lie. Anyways, how do you feel about this series?
I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight, honestly. That was the really disturbing stuff. Crazy.
Oh my god, it's so disturbing you don't think you're gonna sleep tonight? Whoa.
Not at all, no. Like, me's have feelings, dude. That's crazy.
I know. Me's have feelings. That's so crazy. I guess I better treat my me's better now. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to watch more of this later. I'm gonna bring some of our other friends to suffer along with me.
Awesome.
Alright, well, that's all I have because I'm not watching anymore for right now. I need to do other things.
Yeah, understandable.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very short stream, but it's fine. It's fine. Well, thank you for joining me.
Of course, of course.
Okay.